worlds apart. It's fucked now, we lost in limbo. Remembering what you said though, and I asked you if we'd make it far. That one last kiss that they write about, my one last wish you could never doubt. I trust angels who fly away from you, and you told me that we'd never die. Gave me so many reasons why we were meant to be. Then she said no, 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 no. No, 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 you should. I've earned the cost and now I've paid it. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, please don't go. I know my face a memory erasing. Been a few years since I heard your voice, yeah. Lost a few here, but it's not by choice, no. Girl, I see your face every day when I look through my phone. Can't delete all these memories, won't leave me alone. Hit my blind side, never saw you coming. You were so wild, both know I was nothing. And I'm nothing now, nothing's changed, you know I'm just the same. Miss you now, but I hope that someday you explain. That one last kiss that they write about, my one last wish you could never doubt. I trust angels who fly away from you, and you told me that we'd never die. Gave me so many reasons why we were meant to be. Then she said,
Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. As you can tell, there is a little bit of a different background and my audio is probably off. I apologize for that. I do have family coming in and I had to move my studio for a month or so. So pardon the Harry Potter background, but it's what we're working with. So anyway, hope everyone is well. Thank you all so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Today is June 24th, 2023. Second stream of today. It's 3:15 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. I'm in a wine cellar. Yeah, exactly. With some books. So we're going to talk about a few different things today. Do me a favor before we get started. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And if you, Eric, it was earlier this morning. I went live. Today is Michael Monkey Vaughn's would be his 7th birthday. So we wanted to pay respects and do just a case update, if you will. So now we're going to talk about the Summer Wells case. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. I do appreciate it. If you have any questions and I don't get to it, our mods, they are in blue. They will be happy to assist you in any way. And our members, they are in green. Thank you to our members, Patreons, and thank you in general for just being here and listening to what my opinion on this as we make some comments. I do want to apologize if you hear, noises you don't normally hear, my kids and stuff. So it is what it is. It's just life. So So we're going to be talking about the Summer Wells case. There's been some really big accusations made in light of the Summer Wells case, the other day on Ziggy's, mods, please put Ziggy's channel in this chat. I'll be sure to link it down below for my replay crew. She has been talking to a neighbor. His name is Fred Hill. Now, I've been on Ben Hill Road several times. Um, Fred lives a little piece on down the holler, as you would say, and Fred is an interesting guy. He uh, kind of lives in a junkyard, if you will. I mean, I think what he does, he hauls off scrap metals and that kind of thing. He lives in more like um, a camper type. So here is Fred, and I'm off. Okay, let me move over. Getting used to this camera. Um, so this is Fred, and this was him a few years ago. Fred does have a, a rather, you know, uh, a background. We'll just say that he has a background, and he this was when was this? This was in March of 2016. So what? Five years ago, right? 6 years ago. Um, and let me pull this down. Sorry, I'm getting used to everything, guys. Here's a photo of Fred. He's aged a little bit since then, I guess you could say, as we all have. And Beach Creek shooter charged victim may face charges of his own. And so I just want to kind of set this up for you guys so you know what we're talking about here. Rogersville, the man who shot another man who's supposedly standing in the driveway. And where in the hell is the article? Okay, hopefully that's it. Okay, there we go. Let me get these ads out of here, please. Okay. In the Beach Creek residence last week was arrested later in the day on February 24, 2016, after it was learned that the shooter is a convicted felon out of Virginia. And in a recent development, the victim himself could potentially face charges involving an alleged vandalism of a neighbor's property. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said that Fred Hill Jr., 39, of 167 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville, was charged with unlawful carry and a possession of a weapon, which is a Class E felony. As of Monday morning, Hill was being held in the Hawkins County Jail without bond pending arraignment in General Sessions Court later on in the day of February 29th. Lawson said that because the investigation is still underway, additional details cannot be released at this time. What we know is at about 12:42 in the morning, during the overnight hours of last Wednesday, sheriff deputies responded to the address on the Beach Creek community in reference to shot being fired. The deputy spoke to Hill, who said that he had shot a man in the roadway at the residence. The victim, Roy Fanning, 44, of 350 Bank Drive, Falls Branch, allegedly discharged a firearm into the air and then pointed it at Hill. At the time, Hill shot Mr. Fanning, Lawson said. Fanning was transported by a family member to the Wellmont Holston Valley Hospital, which is the one where Candus went to, same hospital, where he was reportedly underwent surgery for a gunshot wound to the throat. Very sensitive area, shooting the throat. 2 days later, Sheriff's Deputy Bobby Moffett met with Edward Redmond at 245 Ben Hill Road, who said that on February 24th, Fannin was on the property and tore down a cable fence he has at the end of the road. Redmond stated Fannin had pulled up the post that the cable was attached to and threw it in the ditch, Moffett wrote in his report. The complainant told Moffett that he did not want a report, but he was inquiring to find out how to keep Fannin off his property. Redmond told the deputy that Fannin had gone to the property of a George Duran, a resident of Banford Fall, Florida, and damaged a steel gate. Redmond stated that Fannin was the only person on the property. Moffett reports continues. Redmond showed that the deputy a map of the property and said there is no legal right of way of Fannin's property. Quote, he stated he was allowing Fannin to cross his land and use his landowner's road to access his property, but Fannin, since had caused so many problems that he stated he doesn't want him back on the land. So the monetary amount of damages was about $1,000, and the steel gate was and the cable was about $100. So that's basically a little bit about Fred Hill. He does have a little bit of charges in his background, but it wasn't like he didn't die, thank God, right? And Ziggy has developed um, she's got to know, Fred and his girlfriend, wife. I don't know if they're married or not. And he has long talked about his perception of what happened that day, meaning the day Summer Wells went missing. I'm trying to be nice. What is it? Justin, I'm on the deck listening to you trying to be nice about how Fred lives on a holler. You're funny. So, Ziggy, she's done several interviews with Fred. Now, he states, hey, Dumpling, good to see you. He states that Dawn was not at work all day, meaning on June 15th. He says that Andy, that he passed, I think it was Andy and Dawn when he was hauling cars off on the day Summer went missing. Ziggy told Fred, you have a friend in me. He. So there's that. Now, Fred made some really crazy remarks, and we're going to go over them. So credit is going to go to Ziggy here. And we're going to look at the areas through Google Earth. And that kind of means now this morning I was watching True Crime with Don B. And he was actually in the area we're going to talk about shortly here. He was live, but the service wasn't really that great. So he's supposed to be dropping a video later, of kind of the area that Fred is alleging where they it's hard for, I mean, it's like where he alleges that Summer may be or was. I guess that's the best way to say it. So here we go. Credit goes to Ziggy. Hold on, she's got to unmute here. Let me see here.
I don't understand why.
Let me find it.
This guy, hold on, guys. He's calling me.
This is a prepaid call from an inmate at the Hawkins County Jail, Tennessee, carried by Combined Public Communications.
Okay. So I'm trying out my new setup here. I'm going to mute it and let me know if you guys can still hear it. If not, I need to fix it. So let me know.
Three-way or call waiting is not allowed and may automatically disconnect call.
Could you guys hear that? Let me know. Okay, yes, perfect, great. All right. So it is a little hard to understand, Fred. So you got to really listen.
This call is subject to monitoring and recording. If you are an attorney or designated legal counsel, contact inmatesales.com at 702-931-3938 to have your number set to do not record. Please select from the following options if you consent to this call being recorded, and to accept this call, dial 1 now. To reject this call, your call has been accepted.
Hello? Hey, what's going on?
Okay, so I need to bump it up here a little bit, maybe. Because I guess she
Know where she got arrested at. I'm trying to still figure that out. I mean, Hawkins County. She's in Hawkins County.
She's down here in Hawkins County?
Yeah. You didn't know that? I messaged you. I sent you an email to tell you.
I just know
Oh.
So what Ziggy and Fred are talking about here is Fred's wife, girlfriend got arrested as well.
She had it looks like she had a possession and a possession charge and a paraphernalia charge.
for what?
Meth, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why she you would think that she would have known that they would be watching her, you know?
Well, I don't know why would she.
Why she what?
Why she would even have anything?
Why she would even have anything on her? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why she would have.
Man, your guys' phone system sucks. It cuts in and out.
I know, it's aggravating.
Yeah, I don't know. I talked to Laura 3 hours before she was arrested.
When did she get arrested?
Yeah, she got arrested at like 12:30 in the morning today. So, yeah. Late last night, early this morning at 12:30. So, hey, did you have court this morning?
No, I don't have court till 31st.
Hey, it's listed here on it said that you had court this morning. It said 6:23 at 9 a.m. Yeah, I just noticed this like today, and I was like, oh my God, or I saw it late last night, and I was like, oh my God, he has court this morning. What was that?
October the 31st.
Yeah, I don't even see that court date anymore.
Well, hell, I don't know. They may come in. Somebody may.
Hey, who did you talk to? Huh?
They may have somebody may. We'll see. I'd recommend.
Damn it. I was trying to. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to hear you. It sucks. It's like. Oh, okay. Yeah. So a little bit. What'd you say? Maybe they what?
When we got on the phone or the interview yesterday,
Yeah.
they took me up to was questioning me about number again.
They did again?
I got the lie detector test and all that.
They gave you a lie detector test?
I think they may have found her.
You think they may have found her?
Okay. So everyone was like really shocked when that was said, right? Now a couple things. Now, again, everything that something this substantial, obviously, everything needs to be taken into account. Now, it's interesting that I'll be honest with you, I don't know what to believe, right? Because that is such a major thing. And Fred is saying that they're, probably coming to give me a lie detector test. Now, as you'll see here, Fred says he's willing to take a lie detector test. But again, how is this just now coming out? Is it something that Fred knew all along and wasn't saying? Did he just learn of this? Or was he keeping this in his back pocket until, if he ever got charged with something and he needed a way out, So, I'm skeptical of every story, to be quite honest with you, because law enforcement knows what to do. They know how to do their jobs. But it is interesting that someone that Dawn went to just a few hours after his daughter went missing, Summer Moon Utah Wells, he is down at Fred Hill's address. So it's an interesting scenario, to say the least. So let's continue with this.
Because he went straight up and answered me. When I asked him if she was in the cave.
In the cave? You think,
Yeah.
Is that where you were thinking she was?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying she was off like a cliff.
Okay, a cave, a cliff. Again, how does he know this? Who told him this? Now, there's this guy that has recently came up. His name is Roy. I've got it here somewhere. Roy, they call him Cotton. He, interestingly enough, worked at the park. I can't think of the name right now. Forgive me. Where Summer Wells and Candus and Hunter and allegedly Grandis was at. I've been there a million times. It's only when you go live your mind goes blank. But it's where the horse pond. Somebody, Warriors, thank you. Thank you, Momo. He worked at Warriors and he died sometimes after Summer went missing. Did Fred know this guy? Did he, like, how does Fred come up with this information? How does he get this information from Roy? That is my question. Yes, he retired. Ramona B. Don B went there and there was no law enforcement and no investigation. This is BS for BS sake from BSers. Very potentially, but this is my thing. This is my thing. If someone makes that major of a claim, sir, you are in jail right now. You are sitting in jail and you are literally, most likely, up creek without a paddle. So, is there some truth to this? Are you just saying this to entertain someone? Because this is not entertaining. This is a 5-year-old little girl that needs to be brought home. And this is not entertaining. So you're being recorded through the jail. You know you're being recorded through Ziggy as well. So why are you saying something like this if it's not true? Because if it's not true, you are in most likely some really bad shape. So that's my question. If you, why would a human being just make up a story like this? Like, I can't imagine. So I'm like, Fred knows how serious this is, right? So doesn't there have to be, like, I'm really trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, doesn't there have to be some sort of truth in here? That's the question. Because I just can't imagine. I would consider, Dawn and Fred to be neighborly, as neighborly as it gets on Ben Hill Road. They did their little, I'm sure, wheels and deals and everything like that. But why would you do that? Why would you make up something like that if you are sitting in jail and you're being recorded? Like, that makes no sense. If there's no truth to it, why would you do that? It's so baffling to me. Now, we know that many characters in this case have absolutely lied, embellished, things when it really wasn't necessary. Why lie about something that really means, nothing as sort of the outcome of this case? Why do people do what they do? I don't know. Let's continue.
She is underwater.
Underwater? So when did you learn this? Through what?
A person
You're
Okay, so it's really breaking up here, but you hear Fred say, like, in a cave, and she's underwater. He's stating that as factual. I don't know if he realizes that or not, but he's saying that he knows where Summer is or was. Now, this is my thing. How does he know that? How does he know that? And if it was told, he needs to learn how to say, this is what was told to me, or he needs to learn the word alleged, or in my opinion.
So you heard this? I mean, who did you speak? It sucks. That phone's. Is there another phone there you can call me on? Or is there just one phone? They're all used?
Yeah.
Hey, who did you talk to? Did you talk to TBI or Hawkins County?
I talked to Hawkins County.
You think it was Hawkins County?
Yes.
Who was it that questioned you?
It was Lieutenant. I don't know.
Lieutenant Pruitt or no? I don't know.
I don't know which it was.
So you think that they may have found her, really?
Because they wouldn't answer.
They
would just say that they found the cave.
They found the cave?
Now, do you really think that, I mean, is the police, Versi, thank you so much for your $5 super sticker there. I do appreciate it. Thank you for keeping me afloat. Means a lot. Thank you very much. Appreciate your support. Cotton has a distribution charge. Yes, he does. And the thing about Cotton is, the guy named Cotton, he doesn't have, I mean, really, it's like the last few years of his life is where he kind of starts drinking and getting in trouble, it appears. But, for me, I still don't understand. We need to focus here because, there's 27, 11 different directions coming at us. I don't understand still how anyone came up on that hill while a grandmother and a mother is outside sitting on the camper steps, 3 boys upstairs, and a little girl who allegedly goes downstairs, and someone snatches her in 3 to 5 minutes. So I personally still haven't left the house. Personally. Everybody's, in this, everybody has their own thoughts or theories. We got to leave it up to law enforcement. But yeah, they do have more than one phone in jail. Oh, absolutely. They have more than one phone in jail for sure. But now I was talking to Daisy this morning, and she said that Candus told Daisy that Candus saw Fred and another man that she didn't know somewhere around the house the day Summer went missing. Miss Daisy, I would like you to ask Candus to clarify that. What does she mean by that? Where did she see Fred? Where did she see this guy? How soon was it after Summer went missing? Where was it? Now, Daisy says that, according to Candus, Fred wasn't acting strange, but the other man was. Now, this is new to me. I've never heard anything about it. Wasn't Fred pulling out junk that day? According to Fred, he was. Yes. Yes. Lady Hawk, I agree. I think in this, just as Chris said, you'll they'll always add something later, or they'll subtract it, or they'll try to move it around. I still don't believe someone took Summer off that hill, in my opinion, without parents or grandparent knowing. That's just my opinion. And that's not going to change unless law enforcement tells me differently. Now, like, my thing is, if that maybe, Don and Candus may not have, or Grandis may not have anything to do with it. But without, some kind of something from law enforcement saying they had nothing to do with it, or they're clear, I don't see how anybody could just go up on that hill and do something like that. It's very quiet in those hills, very quiet. You can hear a car come from a mile away, in that little holler. So, let's her children was kidnapped and get cash. Oh, Tara, I don't know if you're talking about Tennessee, but actually I did, a couple weeks ago, I did a live, and it was talking about local East Tennessee parents sold their child to S trafficking and sold it to the industry. And finally, both parents were charged. It took 5 years, and this was a child that was still alive. But they are both in prison where they belong. All right, let's see if we can make out anything else here.
Yeah.
So, okay, once
But
again,
when I asked if they found,
yeah.
they found the case,
So when you asked if they found Summer, they want to answer you?
no, they avoided.
They avoided the question?
Yes, so it makes sense that they did.
Um,
And then that's when the lie
they gave you a lie detector test? Did you pass?
they're wanting to give you the lie detector.
Oh, are you going to take it?
Not yet.
Are you going to?
Yes, I know my club.
You said yes? Okay, awesome. So, okay, when did you find when
That's what makes me think of him.
that's what makes you think they found her?
Yes. To clear me from it.
Oh, to clear you. Wow. So can you tell me when did you find out or when did you
They're wanting to give you the lie detector.
Oh, are you going to take it?
Not yet.
Are you going to?
Yes, I know my club.
You said yes? Okay, awesome. So
My question is, I mean, if I have a lot of questions, to be honest with you, but so I mean, naturally, they're going to give. If Fred is actually telling the police this, of course they're going to give him a lie detector test. But this is the thing. Did Fred allegedly tell the police and they was supposed to have went there? Or are they, is the police just has never heard anything about this and they're just wanting to give Fred a lie detector to test to see if he's BSing them? Who's gonna refuse the polygraph? I don't know, but I will say this. If Fred is playing Ziggy and anyone, all of our emotions, he absolutely it should be shamed. Absolutely shamed. Beagle Mom, thank you so much for becoming a member. I do appreciate your support. It really does mean a lot to me right now. Thank you. It really means a lot. So honestly, for someone to, and I'm not saying he is, I'm saying I don't know, but I still feel like the parents, in some meaning Dawn, Candus, Grandis, have to know more, in my opinion. But if he is lying, he should be absolutely discredited with anything he says. Even if he says the sky's blue, I wouldn't believe him after that. But it also is going to make me look at him with the side eye a little bit more. Like, why would you tell something like that? Why would you tell something like that? Where's Summer? Says, I don't think Fred is playing with his freedom. Think about it for a minute. I wonder if someone was sent to Fred to tell him that BS myself. So there's a part of this phone call, I think it's this phone call, that Fred can face additional charges if proven he's lying. Potentially. This is the thing, like I can't comprehend him lying about something like this, to be quite honest with you. Because why would you? A, it's not helpful, and you know it's not helpful. And B, you're literally sitting in the clink right now, going to be charged with DRUG charges.
Oh, okay. When did you find when?
That's what makes me think of him.
That's what makes you think they found her?
Yes. To clear me from it.
Oh, to clear you. Wow. So can you tell me, when did you find out, or have you known this information for a long time and just kept it to yourself?
Well, no, I'm not.
Huh?
I've not known it that long.
You haven't known it that long?
No.
Okay, so he says he hasn't known it that long. Okay. So if he hasn't known it this long, is someone telling him this and he's actually buying it? And if so, I hope Fred has told the Popo that this person told me this, and they need to look at them if that's the case. And he says a date on up here.
Okay.
This man just got out of jail now.
He just got out of jail?
Yeah, and he took something.
Let me show you this one. Fred also speaks of reward. Are there 2 rewards still at play, the 25 and the 10? I don't think there's any rewards still active, because this is the thing. If Fred knew this back when the rewards, I'll be honest with you, I think if anybody knew anything on Beach Creek Road, or Ben Hill Road rather, if they would have known anything, I mean, they'll sell their soul for a rock, right? So I think they would have said anything, or, if they knew anything about pertaining to this story, this case, they would have said it already, to be honest with you. That's my opinion. I think if any of them knew anything that led to where Summer was, or what they really saw, it would have already happened, in my opinion. So did he just recently learn of this? He says he did. the man that had the 25,000 check, and the man that had the $10,000 check said that it is still good if someone finds Summer. Yes, they did say that. Okay, interesting. So it's a unofficial reward, if you will. I mean, they say they'll give it to you, but it's not like the other reward fund.
And had told me a few things.
Before he passed away?
Well, they found him dead in the cave.
So you've known since at least February then, right?
Yeah. But this man that the stuff that you do to take with a grain of salt, you know, because he's actually
He's what?
he acts crazy.
He acted crazy half the time. And he talked to you specifically about Summer?
Yes.
Are they gonna?
Okay, so you know, I hope Ziggy can get some clarification from Fred with more, clear sound and more clarity overall. But, did Fred learn this? I mean, this guy named Cotton, or whatever his name is, right? Would he, and why would he tell Fred that he did something like this? Was it, I mean, there are people who murder someone or do something with someone, in a late night. They need to get it off their chest or whatever. Did that happen? I don't know. And wouldn't have Fred said something by now? Fred is desperate. Yes, Kathy K. Yes, I talked about that earlier. Also, there was saying that there was some potential aircrafts over the area. I did not see that in my research personally. Rach says, I couldn't hear all the call. The jail needs an audio engineer. Jeez, this is just a mess. The whole case is a cluster F. Yeah, poor little girl. It really is. It really is. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I'll never understand Ben Hill Road. I just will never understand the characters of Ben Hill Road. I mean, I don't think we'll ever see anything like it again in true crime. We'll see other very unique circumstances, but we'll never see another Ben Hill Road. Remember the boss of the TBI talking about aircraft looking through rock? No, I don't, but they may have. Isn't it possible Fred is making up the story so law enforcement doesn't search his property any further? I bet you that they have searched every single area of Fred's property. Summer makes my heart sad for Summer. It does. I'll be honest with you. Last year, when it was the year to when Summer went missing. It was really sad. This year, I left defeated and disheartened, to be quite honest with you. Just to be honest with my audience, that's how I left, because I felt, I wish TBI, it's just my wish, but would have, at the very minimum, cleared people, or can at least clear someone, 2 people, 3 people after 2 years. That was my wish. And that goes for, Don and Candus as well. I mean, if Don and Candus and Grandis, if you guys are innocent, you should want the same thing. Like I always said, I would be knocking down the door saying, if I knew it, I am freaking innocent. Listen, you're going to clear me, because let me show you what can I do? Trust me. I mean, these people are, talking about it for the last 2 years, all of us YouTubers and stuff, because of Summer. And they apparently don't like, fingers pointed at them. And I understand that, but what I also don't understand is their behavior and their history and everything else. So if, you're have nothing to do with it, you should cooperate a little bit more. Ronnie Lawson said you wasn't cooperating. I guess Summer will go into. Oh no, Summer's not going into the cold case. I mean, not into. She may go into the cold case foundation, but going into the cold case foundation doesn't mean it's necessarily a cold case. Easy to verify with a simple Google search. It's in trap time up in there. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We have 300 or 299 likes right now. We have 890 in chat. Come on, let's get it to 500. That's our goal, 500. Thumbs up, and consider becoming a member. For just 16 cents a day, you can feed one of your favorite YouTubers. All right, let's continue.
So what?
And the only one I have is you, and I'll control.
So, all right.
I went sitting out there.
Okay. Oh, well, shit.
Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I exited out of that. There was something very interesting. I think, let me find it here and see if Ziggy still has it up. Because a part of this call that she has, I want you to listen to it, because in the background, it sounds like someone is telling Fred what to say. And it's only one part I hear, but it's like, I want you to hear it for yourself. It's at the very beginning, I'm pretty sure.
Public communications. Three-way or call waiting is not allowed. If you are an attorney, you need to have your number. This call.
Hey,
Hey,
what's going on?
I'll find it.
Did
it's
you
just
check?
been added to the file.
Huh?
It's like they've been like file.
To your phone?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Did you see? I scheduled a video visit for Sunday. 2 visits, which I haven't. I scheduled one that you didn't know about, and
Yeah.
so
Let me find it real quick.
so anyway, did you hear about Laura?
You heard that too?
No.
It's on up here.
She got arrested and so a possession charge, and why she would even have anything on her. Yeah.
I know. It's aggravating.
Yeah, I don't know. I talked to Laura 3 hours before she was arrested today. So, yeah. Late last night, early this morning at 12:30.
No, I don't have court till 31st.
Hey, it's listed here on your, it says that you had court this morning. Yeah, I just noticed this like today, and I was like, oh my God, or I saw it late last night.
Thanks.
What was that?
October the 31st.
Yeah, I don't even see that court date anymore.
Well, hell, I don't know. They may come in. Somebody may.
Hey, who did you talk to?
Oh, come on.
It's when
I was trying to. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to hear you. It sucks. It's like.
Yeah, it's straight up there. It's got a.
Yeah. So.
It sounds better.
Do you
A
remember
little bit. What'd you say? Maybe they what?
Thank you, little Deb. Do you remember where it was?
Or the interview yesterday,
Yeah.
they cut me up and was questioning me about something again.
They did again.
Yeah, I got the lie detector test and all that.
They gave you a lie detector test.
I think they may have found her though.
You think they may have found her?
Because he wouldn't straight up answer me. When I asked him if she was in the cave, he just said,
In the cave? You think
Yeah.
is that where you were thinking?
answer me. When I asked him if she was in the cave, because he wouldn't straight up answer me. When I asked him if she was in the cave, he just said,
In the cave? You think
Yeah.
is that where you were thinking she was?
You can hear. I'll make a little video on it, but you can hear like someone in the background, like he's like the cave, and then Fred's like the cave or something like that. Yes, it's the cave with the graffiti all over it. Let me. Well, it's not a cave; it's a tunnel, from what I understand. Let me show you. So this is the tunnel that and it's a it's it looks very creepy. Ironically, there is a photo of Summer here. Now, is this more BS? Don't know. But look at the trees up there. It's so weird. Now, I thought this was interesting. I don't know what this is a part of. I don't know if this is near the place or what. What does this look like to you? I just thought it was an interesting thing. I don't think it's anything, but it's just interesting because we're talking about this. What this is a fence, right? You go to Google Photos. Hello, Ambi. Good to see you. You see this, right? It looks like a graveyard, right? It looks like a gravestone, right? And then the person that uploaded this, Sandra Dishman, this is from 6/2021. I was like, that's weird. Probably just coincidence, but it's just still weird because we're talking about this. And why is this photo affiliated with that tunnel? You can go there and look it up yourself. The cave behind the waterfall. There is also a cave under the waterfall. I don't know. So it's, you know, it's a very old tunnel. I guess it floods a lot. Is this what, I mean, you see this photo? Is this like, is this the tunnel? Is this the cave? Is this the creek? Is it, what is this? It's different cave where she was talking about. Don B said there isn't anything under the waterfall. Well, who lives in the neighborhood that's willing to go over there and go in there during the day? Being behind the waterfall. Just a tunnel, not a cave. Google the tunnel sometime. Some great myths near Laurel Park. Giselle, thank you so much for becoming a member, my love. I appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Thank you for your support. Guys, come on. We got 925 in here. We got 386 likes. Come on. Come on. Just hit the like, please. The tunnel is not part of the Laurels. It's busy and yeah, I mean, I don't think it's, you know, the tunnel, in my opinion, has anything to do with it. Just people are mentioning this. Well, Fred is, right? I don't know. I mean, like, I'm confused. Is this supposed to be a road or is it supposed to be a creek? Or is it a road creek? There's a cave behind the waterfall. I don't know. I mean, I think, to be quite honest with you, it's, in my opinion, this has nothing to do with Summer going missing. My opinion. Oh, crap. What'd I do? Oh my goodness, Giselle, thank you for gifting 5 memberships, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you, my love. Appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Justin, another creator, uploaded a video today. He went to the waterfall. Yes, I mentioned that at the beginning of the program there. That Don B, he was live, but he said he was going to do a video, but I don't know. But, my big thing is well, why in the hell would Fred, if he is not telling the truth, why? That's the thing. It's like, why? Oh, do I still get this pulled up? Okay. All right, we'll go to Google Earth here. All right, so this is, I don't know why it shows the tunnel there, but it's actually right here. So this was Don the actual tunnel. I didn't get to see all of it. I don't know, Quinny, to be honest with you. No idea. Yes, thank you, Giselle, for becoming a member and gifting members. It means a lot. Cotton Simpson has 3 likes on his pick. 2 of them are Allie Mullins. Yeah, I've got Cotton's background. I mean, what is the chances of literally falling? I mean, he fell off a cliff, right? That's how he died? He said no caves. What if Cotton took some of the day from the watering hole and C and H started the script to cover up the inappropriate relationship? I mean, anything is possible, but I don't think that's probable. I don't think it's probable. I don't think it fits all of the stops and the calls in between. I do think Summer made it back to 110 Ben Hill, personally. Quitting, now Ziggy has been blocked by the jail. I don't know. Who falls off a cliff? Apparently, Cotton. Fred wanted Ziggy to put more money on his jail account. That's it, nothing more. So you think hold on. Oh, who was that? So you think the reason Fred said this was because he wanted money on his books? Where is his house in relationship to Ben Hill and the cave waterfall? Roy. He died at 59. And I'm looking at, okay. So his last known location before he died is right here. This is his last location according to his record before he died. What is that? That's a house with a weird roof. So, let's see, Sensible Tunnel. How do I? Let me check something. So it's not that, not that far. Not that far at all. So this is his last location. If there's no truth in what Fred told Ziggy, then why has the jail blocked Ziggy and the other creators? I don't know about blocking any creators, to be honest with you. Really don't know. Haven't heard about it. Now look how he lived close to, yeah, he did live. Let's check this. Okay. Okay, 110 Ben Hill. Here's 110 Ben Hill. Beach Creek. I forget, how do I flip it around again? I'm really bad with Google Earth. Let me try this. Okay. I don't know. Is there no truth that Fred told Ziggy? Then why? Okay, sorry, I read that one. Y'all, he can only have a certain amount of money a week, and it's not a large amount of. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with that personally. Fred is looking for how to get out of jail free card. You think so? Well, I mean, I'm just saying if he actually doesn't know anything about that, that's a way to get your ass in big time rather than free. The home looks like a yurt. I have family in from out of town and haven't been on much. Oh, hey, Weasley, good to see you. I don't know. I mean, has Ziggy said anything about her being blocked? Why didn't he share? Well, that's exactly what I asked earlier. Fresh Prince of East Tennessee. I said, why now? I said, I think if anyone actually knew real information on Ben Hill Road leading to an arrest or to find Summer. Sorry, I'm back. But I think, they would have. Go look at Ziggy. What do you mean? Hold on, let me find it. Is she live? We'll go to Ziggy's.
Yard is Laurel Run Park. And this is a huge park. Like it's what 440 acres or something is what I think I read online.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my stream. Go over to Ziggy's right now. We're going to go to Ziggy's right now, and then we're going to see if Fred said anything, and if he did say something. But I'm just not really. Did they take Fred's phone privileges away? I don't know. We're going to have to ask her. 3524. She can't talk to Fred no mo. So when does Fred get out? August? I guess she'll be writing snail mail. So we'll see. All right, let's go over to Zigsters if you want. I will be back. Yeah, I will be back. And I'll be on my other channel shortly as well. Clutch them pearls. Holla. I'm such a white boy. All right, guys. Love you all. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I want to hear what Ziggy has to say. Because I'm still... is she... No. She's not Fred's girlfriend. No. All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.